Good evening. We're going to go ahead and get started, and they're going to be videotaping it so that those that are missing, that can't make it tonight, can still get all the information they need. I'm Renee Kramer, Ground to Westerkamp, and we co-chair the CE committee.
Did you plan that?
Okay, the first thing, obviously, we want to say is thank you, because you guys are it. If we don't have you with this doesn't go. So thank you so much. I can't express that enough. You guys are critical. Thank you for doing this for our youth, especially coming from a mom who still has one. I appreciate it so much. They set you by tables so that you have an understanding of who you're going to be seeing within your Sunday school or LOGOS or both. A little bit of dual roles. So I think what we're going to start by talking about is when LOGOS starts, because that begins soon, a week from tonight. Next week? Next month tonight, yep. Okay. Do you want to talk about how it's going to shift a little bit? From the dinner dean thing? Should we talk about that now? Do you want to talk about how the dinner dean thing is shifting to this year?
This year, we found it challenging last year to find someone who would do the dinner dean role that could be here in time. So this year, we're going to change it up, and we're going to ask the table parents kind of fulfill the dinner dean role on a rotating basis. So you know how like you were cleanup crew one week, and then you wouldn't be for a couple weeks. We'll lay the papers on the table for you. It'll tell you what the prayer is going to be. It'll tell you what the thank you is going to be. It's just a matter of you as the table parent, or we're hoping there'll be 2 table parents per table. So one of you will have to stand up and do the raise your hand, get everyone's attention, and start those tasks. But all the tables will have printouts to follow the words and everything. So you won't have to be coming up with the ideas on your own.
So is that what a dinner dean does, is the prayer and the thank you?
Yes, the prayer and the thank you, and then kind of
Little table game activity.
yeah, sometimes there's a table or table talk conversation,
Yes.
just to make sure everyone's getting to know each other. And just making sure that, you know, when it gets to a certain time, we're cleaning up so the parents aren't waiting around for a long time for the kids to get cleaned up and moving on. It should be pretty easy. And I think I should be here most of the time too, so if there's ever any question or anything, I can stand in and help. Sawyer likes her cereal.
We're distracted.
There's a packet coming that will also show you the dates for like special outings or weeks that we won't have it due to holidays and school breaks and so forth.
So our handbook has lots of information
Yes.
just about everything. And that's the schedule of when they won't be meeting or will be off-site.
One person kind of get like the prayer started and it's not kind of
The dinner.
you would do.
Yeah,
It's-
actually.
You've got so many.
Yeah, right on this table here, where the table parents table is, this is specifically written for each week. So this one is September 3rd. Okay? It tells you from the top to the bottom. Probably not necessary because we don't know which table is going to be doing responsibilities that week. So I just thought it'd be fun for you to see what that might look like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You don't want these taken, you just want them.
I just wanted to just be able to see them. You will take them eventually when it's your turn to lead the crew.
Right now,
You're not volunteering enough then.
right now, the one thing that we are still a little short on is the fort time from 2 to 4. So what we're looking for is anybody who can volunteer one Wednesday. If you can come one Wednesday and be that person to be here, all you have to do is walk around and make sure the kids are in their designated areas,
Which this year we have,
which we have designated areas, and we have signs that are going to tell the kids which are and which aren't. Did you? So this would be no, you don't be here. This would be yes, you can be here. Did you want to add anything to that? Okay, so we're not asking for a whole semester commitment, we're not asking for a whole month commitment. Just if you can sign up to be here one Wednesday, that would be great. Anybody who, and I know it's hard because a lot of us work and we aren't available at that times, but if you or anybody you know has a Wednesday afternoon that could do that, that would be great. I'm going to do the first one.
Would be starting at that 4 o'clock time?
Nope, from 2 to 4.
From 2 to 4.
Yep.
Is someone gonna be in charge of the gym?
Yes. Taylor Simmons is in charge of the gym and the activities until we get a youth coordinator. And I will be the volunteer to walk around and supervise the first Wednesday. So we'll hopefully build from there as far as getting more people to come in. And it's not going to be a tough job. We just need bodies here to help watch the kids.
And if you want to go home and check your calendars, I will somehow add it to the sign-up over there so that you can pick your Wednesday. And then I'll add it to the sign-up Genius. If any of you have seen that link in the epistles that Chris is sending out, you can do it online too.
What's the timetable to get a youth coordinator?
Right now,
Excellent question.
It is an excellent question.
should I just tell them what we're thinking, or?
Sure, this is a proposal.
Right now, we're looking at it could be 2 to 3 months to get someone in here. What CE is going to propose is that we get an interim youth coordinator, and we would be hiring Brittany to fill in and do all the youth coordinator tasks and responsibilities until we get a youth coordinator here, and then she would help them transition into the position and help them learn about what their duties and responsibilities are. So that's what we're looking at right now.
Thanks for asking that question. That's good. I appreciate that. Okay, so we have logos starting next Wednesday, and then Sunday school won't start until after the Labor Day holiday, so September 7th. But that day is going to be a big day. That's our rally day. They're going to have a pancake breakfast and have parents and children rally together and get us started for the Sunday study program.
Can I ask maybe a dumb question? I'm just looking at the logos thing and it says 1st grade to 5th grade. Is it not include kindergarten?
I don't think so. Isn't it
Oh,
first
it
grade to
doesn't.
fifth grade?
No, logo starts.
Yeah, it's first grade.
With first grade unless they're allowed in earlier. Some parents have
Okay.
requested it, we let them in.
Okay,
I
excellent.
mean, it's not a no,
Right, gotcha.
but it technically starts with first grade.
Okay.
Now, do you think your kid is capable of handling everything? No.
More than
We have no care.
I didn't know that.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Also in your packet, it shows the dates of our holidays and outings. We mentioned that before. And it gives an activity timeline. We have an activity, it shows when like the
Timeline
worship
should be in
and
the
so
parent
helpers.
handbook.
Yeah.
This page.
Slide it in it, or it shows the breakdown.
Schedule or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at the schedule.
Thank you. Page 3.
Page 3 kind of goes over a typical day.
And they have added this year, the middle school is going to be starting earlier. That's a different than last year, was 6 o'clock.
Well,
They
we are
can-
reverting back to the
Yep,
previous.
exactly, yep.
They will be participating in
We'll
a
be
worship
coming,
and
yeah,
music.
to be doing that first,
timeframe.
before dinner. That's awesome. And they'll still do their dismissal as they've been doing for the last few weeks of 8:15. They'll be getting done with that. Okay? Okay. We, for weather, we've had some years where weather's been kind of sketchy. The St. Paul is going to be putting that up on Facebook. And obviously, if there's no school, we're not, yeah, exactly.
Or if they dismiss early.
Right,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah,
activities
we'll be.
either.
Okay?
If they dismiss early.
Like if they
Here's the
dismiss at
weather.
11 because of weather or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
exactly.
let them go, there's no
No school.
Right, yeah. Okay? And so that'll be up on the St. Paul website as well as on Facebook too, if you guys do that fancy Facebook stuff.
Yeah.
We're trying to follow the safe sanctuary policy with having 2 adults at all times with different age groups. Like the K to 5, we're really gonna try to always have 2 teachers in there, same with all the other age groups. And it's really twofold, that really will protect the children from inappropriate behavior, and it also protects us against false accusations as well. So it's really dual protection for everybody. So we're really gonna try really hard this year to do that and make that.
should tell them who's with them that's not sitting in the
Yes,
So, I mean, I haven't been.
we'll go, yeah, we can go around,
I've been
yeah,
here for a while.
we can go around and make sure we all know who we're working with.
Sometimes they welcome me to St. Paul, and I know, but remember, that's pretty
I'll
sad.
probably get that.
As long as you've been around.
I took a
Sabbatical hiatus
Yeah,
here.
right.
We all have
Yeah.
to do that once in a while. We love that you're here. So do you want to go ahead and do that now and let it?
Do you want, you started. It was your great idea.
It's my great idea. For those of you who don't know me, I am a Ned Allender, and I have been a member of St. Paul for many, many years. Like 18, so I've been around. I know LOGOS, I know the dinner bean, and this is an awesome program, and that's why I was excited to kind of get back involved and see these little ones that I used to see.
They aren't so little anymore.
Not so little anymore, and all the new little ones.
Yeah.
So
And you want to share with them what you're going to be teaching?
I'm going to be doing the middle school chaos group.
Oh, you'll be good then.
It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Bless you.
And I work for Wallace Elementary as a special ed associate, so I know what I'm getting into.
You're up for the
We're
job.
all special.
Yes, we are.
And I'm Sue Van Essen, and I've been recruited to do Sunday school for the middle school. So excited about that.
And your helpers, your other teachers are
Arla
Arlen
Darling.
Darling and Marcia George.
Oh, Marcia is too? Awesome.
We got a confirmed yes on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know
Great.
who you're working with, and
And that'll help you because then it's not an every Sunday commitment.
yes.
You guys can share
Work
that.
it out the calendar.
Exactly, exactly.
That's good that we can have you adult Sunday school class.
Oh, no, I'll skip that.
Oh, but I don't know how to tell you.
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
I am Gene Gilbert, in case you all don't know. And I've been involved in LOGOS from the time it started, which has been many years.
We should know that.
About 14?
No,
I was more than that.
It's more than that.
Sandy Orth
Started
was
it.
one of the people started it.
Samantha Meyer was in our first class.
She was just old enough, I think, to be in it. And she is 27 now.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
So 20.
So it's 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
She
I would
was
say it's
7,
been,
so
yeah,
6 or 7.
I did the nursery back then.
Yeah.
I would say it's been about 20 years.
Yeah. So then I do about everything here, so.
Yeah, yes, you do. You run the show.
Well, I'm just about in every spot. I can't say there's anyone I miss except teaching. I sure do that.
But you've done that
I
in
have
the
done
past.
that, yes.
I'm Colleen Chambers, and I've been with LOGOS for quite a while. Me and Jean and Mary. So, and it's fun.
She works in the kitchen, sets up the table, washes dishes. Yeah.
Mary Alderson, I work in the kitchen.
You gonna do snacks this week?
Well, it sounds like you got a different setup.
Oh, okay.
Oh, snacks are still, they're still safe. That's all good.
Otherwise, I was coming every Wednesday at 2:30 and was here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the
So,
same.
You got somebody else that's.
No, that's the same, Mary. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Your name is inked in on this. You-
It's written in stone. Oh, is it written in stone?
Yeah, it's written in stone.
Okay.
I'm Kim Harnan, and I'm going to do the K through 5 Sunday school and help with LOGOS for the table parent and the worship and music.
Gretchen Kramer, I will be helping with Sunday school.
I'll go. I'm Renee Kramer. I'm going to be also helping with K to 5 Sunday school. And Sarah Green will also be doing K-5 Sunday School with us, and she's also going to be a table parent as well.
Are the boys coming to Logos?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good.
And I'm Rhonda Westerkamp, and I am helping with LOGOS 6th to 8th grade with Annette.
Yay.
Yes, we do.
I know, Annette was looking at me.
And
I'm Brittany Fetro, and I am going to do high school for LOGOS and for Sunday school. And I have Dean Nyhart is going to be my second sanctioned person on Wednesday nights, and Robin Mills is going to help me on Sunday mornings. So,
Great, great group.
That is great.
We have, within the curriculums and so forth for Sunday study, we are adding in some DVDs and CDs so that you can have options for how you'd like to present your lessons for your kiddos each week. And I know there's TVs and DVDs in every room, and I'm not certain about like a CD player. So we need to make sure that those are in there for you as well, so that those are.
May have to shuffle around, but there should be enough to go.
We could get that taken care of.
Just 2 or 3.
Yes.
Where are just the CD players are just randomly?
We're gonna
in
make sure that they
classrooms?
get into the proper classrooms so that nobody has to go looking.
and that's our Sunday school.
Whatever, really, Brittany's gonna talk, do you wanna talk a little bit about curriculum?
yeah. Other than the Sunday school K through 5, who got, we picked out and chose a brand new curriculum for you guys. So basically, we have that option for you. The other ones, like Sunday school over here, we have a couple new options of things that we haven't done. And then I went through the shelves in the youth coordinator room, and I pulled for you two some older things. So like if you like the idea of in your curriculum but you need more to go with it, or if you had a really rough week and you just didn't have time for your lesson, there's 10-minute talks that will help, engage an in-depth conversation, but maybe you didn't plan the activity or all of that with it. So you can get with the people that you're working with. We thought either, maybe you want to work out of both books. That way 2 teachers can have a book, and if something comes up, you can call and say, hey, can you pull something out of your book quick? I can't make it this Sunday. So there's not so much Saturday night, got to run across town and bring you the book for Sunday school the next morning. Just trying to make sure you have the prep time and able to work on it when you want and can. And this, I guess, I am high school, so it's the same for high school, but I'll get the books to my helpers and stuff, in case anything was to happen, so.
Hi, Annie. Welcome.
And there's definitely more back there too. If you need more, let us know.
Right
There's
now,
more.
it might be too premature, but do you know approximately who's going to be in each group or numbers?
Yeah. We can get you those.
Okay.
Yeah, those names.
So the middle
I
school.
kind of know some, but
Sure.
I don't know.
The middle school is 6.
Okay,
We have 1 8th grader, that's Olivia Floden.
okay.
We have the Morris twins, Lauren and Logan, they're 7th graders.
Okay. Matthew.
Yeah, he's a 6th, he'll be the only 6th grader.
Okay.
And then there's Gavin,
Jake Peters.
Gavin and Jake Peters and Kendra.
And Kendra.
She
doesn't come to
She
Sunday
doesn't
school.
usually come to Sunday school, she usually just comes to LOGOS.
Okay, that's the only one
Okay?
I know. And I might be able to add another one into that.
Oh, no,
My neighbor is real good friends with Olivia.
Okay,
And
great.
she's going to come to Logos, so.
I'm sure her first night goes.
Hop on the bus.
We're going to church. Anyway. Along with, working out what you would really like to be doing with lessons with your kids, please feel free to decorate your rooms as you would like them to be for your kiddos too. That's absolutely thumbs up. We would love to see you doing that.
And is there a budget for that? Can they order some posters
I don't
and,
know what that budget is. That would
But
definitely could be
I bet
something
that-
we could figure out
I
for
bet
them
that there
too,
could
if
be a
they're,
budget
yeah,
for that, so
thinking
just
about
keep your
needing
receipts.
to purchase some things. That would be great. Oh, and Sunday school we should be talking about starts at 9:15 and ends at 10, so it's a 45-minute day. And through that time, the expectations are obviously that the kids are engaged and, you know, you actually have the lesson figured for the day. And, you know, it'd be great if things that you could include would, especially with the little ones, would be stories and music and things that would keep them moving rather than being stationary at a table. That's tricky. So that the lesson plans, you kind of come in with a purpose for what you really want to get the kids to grasp that day, the focus of what your lesson would like to be, that would be preferred. As discipline problems occur during your session, please address them. It's okay to help somebody realize that they need to come back in line with the rules of your classroom. And that'll be actually the very first Sunday of actual classroom time. That'll be the very first thing that needs to be taken care of, is establishing classroom rules. Just make the list brief and help them come up with ideas.
Yeah, we want the kids to help you with that.
So
Go
they have
as a
ownership of
group
that.
with some simple, positive classroom rules.
And then those can be written and posted for the kiddos too.
Yes, Brittany?
We have a question back here. Do we know what room Sunday school K through 5 is and what room Logos K through 5 is going to get to use so they can decorate?
Do they do the same?
Or do they share a room? Or I guess I always just had the chaos room and that's what I used and I didn't think about that.
I would assume K to 5 will still be in that,
That one back there?
okay, in the nursery.
But then.
So for both Sunday and Logos, you think?
I would think that would make the most sense.
Or can we utilize that
Oh,
one
they don't
too?
utilize
Utilize the other one so they can each
Yeah,
have
they
their own
can enter
decoration.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll do Sunday school back here and
And
Logos.
And put
over
logos on
here.
the next
Yes.
one over.
Okay.
That's where I used to do, when it was split up more, and it was fifth, fourth, fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that okay?
Sunday school on that one
Yep.
and Logos in that one.
Work for you? Is that okay? Yeah? Cool.
Decorate your heart out.
Yes, please. Speaking of the Sunday school room for the little ones, I guess I'm just talking to Gretchen and Kim, we're going to really try to keep the kids with us and have parents come to the classroom to get their children. Since we're having at a different time, it's a safety issue. Okay? And, you know, you can use your discretion if an older sibling comes that's not a K to 5, kiddo 2, that would probably be acceptable as well. It's just keeping those kiddos safe, that would be preferred if you could do
Could I
that with
interject
them.
one quick thing? On Rally Day, the first day of class, I think we're going to start serving pancakes at 9 o'clock. And then we're going to do, I think, some goofy songs, some
Right.
VBS-type songs. So it will be an abbreviated lesson on that
Right.
first day. So don't plan a full 45 minutes. More like a half hour, I think is more realistic for that first day. Just to, so that
Because
y'all
we'll
are
start
aware
at
of
9,
that.
we'll start a little sooner.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay?
So come hungry that day.
Are you guys divvying up like who does which Sunday, or are we figuring that out ourselves?
Each Sunday school group, like they say, 6 to 8, they'll figure their schedule out, K to 5 will, so that we, you know, we can all have the Sundays that were available to come in. Okay? Okay. The one thing that would be beneficial, though, with that, Kim, is that when your classrooms figure out their schedules, if you could let Rhonda and I know, just in case somebody doesn't show, you guys please call us, and we can try to help you through that.
What I could do to help with that is I could send an email to the people in your group with a blank calendar and you guys can kind of through email discuss it, if that would help, so you have everyone's contact information. And then you can just, you know, everyone will have a copy of that calendar and you can send one back to us, so we will have it. Does that sound like it would work? So you don't have to. I'll do an email with, like, it'll be you and Kim and
Sarah.
yeah, Sarah Green
And
and Renee, so that you guys can talk about dates that work for you. Because, or you can sit down the first, maybe everyone comes Pancake Sunday and you sit down and you hash it out there, or whatever you want to do. Oh,
I wanna know too.
I wanna know that, what Sundays you are. I would be that way too.
So since Sunday school's before Sunday, or church service, excuse me. I heard that, Pastor.
That'd put it on Saturday. It would be Saturday school then.
The nursery will be open for those that are little, and then we'll just have our other kiddos in the sanctuary with us on Sunday morning.
And is the nursery going to be here during Sunday school or no?
Yes.
Yes, and Wednesdays too.
Really? That's new.
Who's doing the nursery on Wednesdays?
Rachel.
What time will she be here?
I wouldn't,
I don't
I
think
don't
we
think
did.
she'll be here for 4. I don't think
I know on Sunday mornings she'll be here at 9:15, or probably a little bit early, I would imagine, for teachers and
Greet
so
the kiddos.
forth, to drop off their kiddos. But we haven't worked out the details on Wednesday.
Yeah, we need to get that taken care of
Yeah.
for sure. Okay,
What would be helpful? Or maybe you need to think about that and let us know.
Well, speaking from last year, it would be helpful for me to be able to feed Abby here. Because picking her up and feeding her and getting that out was kind of a drag.
Okay.
that's easy.
Yeah, I don't think that's an
But I don't
issue.
know if that.
And Sarah Green, she'll have the same issue with little Nathan too. He's
Little Nathan,
Yeah, he's only 4.
it's Samuel and John.
I mean, Jonathan, he's 7.
I called his daddy's name.
Yeah.
Good grief. Sorry,
I thought maybe there was a
Jonathan.
new one, like, was it?
I called him his daddy's name. He looks like his dad. Terrible.
He's a music dude.
That's terrible.
You're in the same
We're
family,
tracking.
that's pretty good.
I'm too, it's
Or
terrible.
tracking.
Sorry. He just looks like his dad. Okay, LOGOS drivers in schools is the next thing that we'd like to, yeah.
Well, not to hand out, just to kind of.
For our drivers? Annie, you're going to Beaver Creek?
If there's anybody to pick up there.
Right.
Oh.
Oh, okay, great.
I know Jean goes to
Amy could also go to Beaver Creek, so we need to.
Yeah, and I just got the number card. Oh, okay.
At what time is good?
They left me reaching out to drivers.
I go to Walker.
She has that already.
I should meet them.
Yeah. Brittany knows that.
Okay, yeah, so they know.
Who do you pick up though, Gina?
I think you picked Rachel, which
Unless there's
yeah.
Bill North one, I have to talk to his mother.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
And they've changed the pickup process out there. Or do they?
And did you guys get the number for your car?
She has to get that.
The mothers have to do that, that's what
I
I
talked to Melissa about that.
You know, they will all let the kids pick up the one that are And Arla did say she did get a number.
Because I was coming from Timber Ridge.
Throw it out there with the number.
They have to have a number on it.
She said,
I think it's all the schools.
She got a number with her package of stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome, it's the only one last year. They got numbers.
They might have been reminding me.
Kids just need to come, or they just forgot when home and bus.
And they'll both be being picked up?
Yeah, Trenton's in kindergarten. He did
Okay.
Do you have any other announcements? Well, I don't know if she's done with figuring out the driver thing. Do we? Brittany, are
You okay, Britt?
do we have all the drivers? What do we need for drivers?
Who's at Wallace?
Do we have someone picking up at Wallace right now?
We don't have anyone, we have, Carissa can drive, said she would drive, and Val said she would drive, but we have no one
That's right, Val
confirmed
said she
to
would
pick
drive.
Wallace yet, so I don't know.
So
Do
be
you know
one
who
of the
picked
two
them
of
up
them?
last year?
Well, last year Meadow didn't do Ford, but this year she was interested in trying it.
Oh, okay,
So
perfect.
Jean
Actually,
I picked
picked
up
her
that
up,
last year.
and
from-
Robin would just get her from Dayton.
oh,
You want me to do the same thing this year?
Well, she's interested in trying Ford, so if there is pickup for Wallace, but we
There
just
will
need
be,
to know
yeah.
who it is. so we
Yep,
can
yep,
decide.
Wallace would be a good one for, will it be multiple?
Just Meadow,
Just
she's
Meadow.
4.5 and she's not ready for Wallace.
Just, I could do Wallace.
It's all relative.
Okay, then Timber Ridge?
We were gonna ask Val.
Ask Val to do
If she
Timber Ridge,
could do
okay.
it, yeah.
Chris is doing one of them.
We need to let Arla know.
Okay.
I thought Chris was doing Summit.
Chris is doing Summit, okay?
She did last year, I don't know.
Okay.
She just said she was
I
trying.
don't know if she knows me, but we'll make sure.
Sydney will be in ninth grade this year.
Trenton?
So we have that all figured out then, Brittany? We got that figured out then?
Okay, thank you. Okay, I think that, does anybody have any questions that they can think of that would be helpful for us to answer for you?
Oh, is there going to be a charge at all this year?
Oh, what?
Are we charging a fee for Logos?
We have a suggested donation.
Because first semester, they don't do too bad paying us some. Second semester is a disaster.
Disaster.
Nobody bothers.
Do some reminders out? I might be one of those people that didn't pay.
I don't know
I
what
don't get
to
a
do.
bill, or call or
Sometimes
something.
Marissa did send out emails. I don't know, I just know that they do pretty good to start because of enrolling this kid. So then they think about it. After that, they don't even think about it. And I've had a lot of people, Merck Hansen particularly, say we should never charge a fee for this. So we need to think about that one.
What we did was on the form, we changed it to a donation rather than saying a fee. So if people couldn't afford it or didn't feel they wanted to,
I think CE needs to kind of have that
They
conversation.
do need to have that conversation.
There's also another option, and that is you could put out a basket and pitch in $1 for every meal you're at, or $2 for adults.
We
And
tried
that would be
so
another
hard,
way you
too,
could
and
do that,
that
too.
kinda petered out, too.
Yeah, okay. Well, so I think CE needs to talk, but right now, it's a suggested donation, strongly suggested, especially for church members. But I think it's, until a kid comes and tries it out and their parents get excited about it, I think you've got to wait at least a semester before you ask them for some money.
Well, we never asked, never asked,
Right,
ever.
right.
I will say, I like that idea of the donation, because for me personally, to come up with that much money all at once,
Oh, a lot of people don't.
that's too hard for me, but I can do it weekly.
Right.
Okay.
Or maybe a couple, like around my payday, a couple times a month or something.
Sure.
But all at once, that's, with 2 kids, that's too much.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah.
You're not the only one.
And all the other
Gotta
school
get
stuff
you
going
back,
on that's
Yeah.
taken from the homes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you very much.
We're free.